fucking shit advertisement for Bro Brew. What the fuck is that? I think I'm online now, but I have to watch this fucking advertisement before I actually get into the stream. Yeah, it's not even doing it, it's just making me watch advertisements over and over. Fucking Bro Brew. What the fuck is that? It's just a little fucking blonde fella in a frog costume. Congratulations on making it to the stream. It's still a kind of test stream, because I'm just familiarizing myself with like the functions and shit, and I don't know what I'm doing. But welcome to it. We're just going to be playing some Hearthstone, and I'm going to be trying to converse with you, hopefully. Yeah, GCSEs came out today. Congratulations to everyone who did pretty well. I did alright, I got like mostly A stars and A's, and then did nothing with it. GCSEs don't really count, to be honest. Like, A levels are more important. Baccalaureate, more important. That's the one I did. And I fucked that one up, so it doesn't even matter. But yeah, there's no sounds of people chopping wood today. There is a dog barking in the distance, no rooster. But otherwise, it's pretty good. Thank you for everyone following. Yeah, I'm not going to make you a mod, am I? I don't even know who you are. It's Bones. Okay. Yeah. The cockerel's not about at the moment. I think it's sleeping. I don't know why it can't be at this time that the cockerel's going off. I think it's about 8 o'clock. But for some reason it only wants to do it at 4 o'clock in the morning, which is shit. When you show us your face, why don't you scroll down my fucking Twitter timeline and find it yourself? It's like the day before Christmas Eve. If you scroll down, you can see a picture of me, if you really want to. Yeah. Are you introverted or extroverted? Well, I think most YouTubers are extroverted, but then a lot of them are socially awkward, so it's kind of a difficult question, actually. I would say mostly extroverted. Holy crap, your channel is growing fast. Is it? I don't know if it is. Any particular reason you're streaming at a lumberyard? Because it's the only place I can stream. This B&B that I booked for the month turned out to be next door to a lumberyard. I didn't know, but so be it. Yeah, the lumberyard isn't around today, so there shouldn't be any fucking complaints. There shouldn't be any complaints. Why does it sound like I'm in a fucking Irish deli, you old fuck? Well, it shouldn't. It shouldn't. I'm outside, but it should not sound like I'm inside an Irish deli. What the fuck is an Irish deli, anyways? I know what a deli is, but what's a fucking Irish deli? Yo, Clown, is there a better way to spend an evening drinking and watching Filthy Frank collabs? I can think of 100 better evenings to spend your time with. Not saying like Filthy Frank videos are bad or anything, but I can think of better ways to spend your time. They serve potatoes and shit. Of course they do. Of course they do. Most places sell fucking potatoes. What makes that so Irish? What do you think of the new Filthy Frank music? Well, I haven't heard all of it, but I listened to his latest song from the Pink album. I think it's called like Falco Punch or something. And I'll be honest, I didn't really care for it. But the video that Ancient Reality edited was fantastic. Like, that's genius editing. So that made it worthwhile, but the song itself is not great. Not his best work. I'm in Bali, Indonesia. That's where I am at the moment. When is the last time you cried? I was watching a really sad movie the other day, and yeah, I cried. I cried at that. What was the name of the movie? The Hunt, I think. I've seen it before, but I still cried. This poor guy is convicted of being a pedophile, and you should watch this movie, by the way. It's like seriously messed up, but it's good as well. It's a foreign language film. It's like in Swedish, and he's confused of being a pedophile, and like all his friends hate him. It's like commentary community basically. Will you archive this? Probably not. Chili Taco, shut the fuck up. Chili CSGO is a funny guy. Yeah. I sent you a friend request. Where? On Hearthstone. I'm gonna stream other games in the future, but Hearthstone is easy for now. Hey Colossal, are you looking for any more Twitch mods? You attended my sad Discord birthday party, where I was pissed as a fart with Piplad, Detective Deckard, and The Right Opinion. If you're hanging out with those people, I might have to pass. Mads Mikkelsen, yeah, he's a good actor. Danish, sorry. Same thing, really. Same thing, come on. Mr. Bunty King. Mr. Bunty King, what the fuck is your Twitter these days? Like, it's a fucking mess. It's a complete mess. Like, you've suddenly become like an Indian philosopher. You just need the turban now, and you're basically a fucking guru. I don't understand, like, half, well, I do understand, like, half the things you're tweeting about, but it's like, what? What is this man doing? You crazy fuck. Mr. Bunty King, I'm going to talk about funny racism. Does the funny laugh? My goats. This is a guy who calls his subscribers goats, and then he's talking about big philosophical issues on Twitter. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck is this dynamic? Yeah, you could be like an Indian shaman. They have, excuse me, they have in like India and places, they have these fucking, I forget what they're called. I think they're called like Rabi, it's something ethnic, It sounds like something you might like vomit out. And they have like a elephant, they're called babbies, elephant babbies, right? And yeah, one of them is like the elephant man, but he's Indian. It's pretty cool. But they're like meant to be like geniuses, but they don't even say anything, they just look fucking weird. They just sit there on the mat and they look fucking weird all the time. Like, is that supposed to be like deep set intelligence and like earthly knowledge? No. I mean, just because you're born with like a weird fucking face, that doesn't make you like intelligent. It just makes you fucking, this makes you a freak, honestly. I don't know why they're giving them money, and they're giving them money, yeah, to buy like their curry and shit. Like, why? What's the point of that? It's just a weird looking bloke with a trunk sitting on a carpet. What's the point of that? Basically, that's your future, Bunty King. That is your future. Yeah, basically Pippa is an Indian god. I probably shouldn't say that too loudly. I'm actually in a Hindu country at the moment. It's like 90% Hindu. So, I probably need to say that a little quieter. Yeah, Bunty King, you suck. You fucking suck. Clown, what do you think of FaZe Banks versus Jake Paul? Don't really care. Don't really care, to be honest. Actually, some of the things that have happened recently have been quite interesting. Especially now since they got Fox News involved. Like, I haven't seen the video yet, but that bitch apparently went whining to Fox News and is lying her ass off. Like, that sounds kind of interesting now. But most of it has just been dull to me. I haven't really been into it. I haven't really looked into it either, to be honest, so I guess I'm kind of biased. My Battle.net is Colossal something. You might have to search it. Have you learned about Indonesian history, like how they used elephants to crush people's heads back in the day? Very fascinating. No, I did not know that. But I'm not really in this country to learn about Indonesian history, to be honest. Although, the most interesting thing I've seen is they have a symbol, and they've got it on the roof of my house at the moment. It actually looks like the swastika. I'm looking at it right now, although it's quite dark, so I can't see it properly. And it looks like the swastika, but it's like flipped horizontally, I guess. So it's not officially a swastika, but it does look like one. Colossal, you should make more videos like Weed and do it monthly. Well, I'm trying to in the future. I'm just waiting for the right topic, and when I'm like interested in it. Like, that's the thing. I can make videos once a week, quite easily. No problem. But I like to like wait and see for the right topic, because I don't want to do something that I'm not interested in, because then that leaks into the video and it affects it that way. Yeah, the Hindu swastika. It legitimately looks like a swastika. I might post a picture to Twitter. Yeah, the Nazis stole that symbol, so you know the one I'm talking about. Chile CSGO has informed that you are writing a book. I am actually, yeah. Well, I'm not writing it, but it's like in my head. It's kind of in my head. And I have this idea for like when I retire, I'm gonna write this book. It might be good, it'd probably be shit. Yes, Fred the Duck, I'm streaming. You can't hear this, so you'll never know. How long have you been in Bali for? If you haven't been there for long, be wary of tap water. Yeah, I know about that. Fortunately, I've got like a water dispenser in my room, so I haven't had a problem here. But for my first week in Chiang Mai in Thailand, I was very, very ill. Like, almost as ill as I've ever been. Except when I had chicken pox, that was pretty bad. Okay, Mr. Bunty King, fuck off. Sort out your Twitter, it's a joke. It's an absolute joke. What time is it? It's about 8 PM. I normally do it earlier, but there's sawing wood and shit, and there's a cockerel fucking about. So, if Clown writes as fast as he makes videos, then we've got a lot of time to advertise it everywhere before it's released. Well, that's the positive way of looking at it, yeah. I'm gonna do it when I retire, like I wouldn't have time to do it now. But like, writing is my passion, like, that's what I feel like I'm good at. I'm not very good at like most things, but like writing I feel like I'm good at and I could do really well. So one day I will do it. Lewitic said you loved me, YouTube, and you called me a toad, meaning you love my content so much and you love me, and you even removed my YouTube rank because you think I'm better. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but you are a toad from that message. Do you read emails? Yeah, I do read them. I get to them a bit late sometimes, but I do read them, yeah. Clown probably writes books slower than George R. R. Martin. No, nobody writes books slower than him. He's a fat fucking blob, and he just sits in like Red Lobster, eating fish food like all day, and he never finishes his book. He's way lazier than me. I'm sorry. Like, there's no way he's not lazier than me. He's gonna be dead soon. He'll never finish the book. Have you seen him? He's decrepit. He's like a beast. Any other games you're interested in streaming? Yeah, I've got an idea for one. Called King's Quest VII. It's a truly abysmal game. The animations are truly appalling and almost comical how appalling they are. So I might be streaming that. Possibly tomorrow. I don't know. I've got it set up to stream at any point. But it's going to be kind of tricky because I'm on a laptop streaming and I don't have like a second monitor or something. I've got my phone, which is kind of pointless, and it keeps like switching off at random intervals. So it's kind of difficult, but that's the problem. Like, if you're truly into a game, I can't communicate with the chat, so it's going to be tricky. But I'll find a way to work around it. The only thing putting in work is George R. R. Martin's suspenders. Yeah, that's true. He's going to die. He's dead soon. He's dead soon. Yeah, it's a truly appalling game. One of the worst I've ever played. I played it as a kid and I thought it was good back then, but I was just an idiot. Oh yeah, okay, I'll play some Hearthstone. Yeah, I'll play some Hearthstone. Alright, calm down. Jesus. I'm actually alright at this game now. Like, I've been doing pretty well. Colossal, can you turn the automatic turn-off setting off? I don't know what that is. What are you talking about? What is that? What is the automatic turn-off setting? Clown, when will you fight with Keem on Baited again? When he fucking does a podcast. Oh, he's so busy with drama. I've got to get my drama out. I've got to talk about Jake Paul. He's got no time for Baited at the moment. So tell fucking Keemstar, get a Baited. There's no point coming to me because I've told him let's do a Baited. He doesn't listen to me. Why you never accept my friend request? Why do you hate men? I don't hate men, I just hate you. Gentleman Wolfpig. I mean, it's that name, isn't it?
Job's done.
Well, I don't know which friend request you're talking about. On Twitch? On Hearthstone? Oh shit, right, yeah. You should play Lego Island 2. The game is so fucked up in so many ways, you probably love it. Voice acting is atrocious. Yeah, I like games like that. They're good for streaming. So, yeah, good suggestion. When will you fight with... You mean Catch 33? Well, we did record something, but I didn't think it was that great. But yeah, it's still going. We just got to sort something out.
Job's done.
The problem at the moment is not time schedules, but rather time zones. Because I think I'm about 12 hours ahead of Tommy and Dave, and Vega is 12 hours behind them. So it's very, very fucking tricky to get us all together. But that's been the only reason, really. There's plenty of topics to talk about, albeit I'm not 100% interested in most of them, but still plenty of stuff to talk about.
Elements guide you.
I don't know, I don't find drama as interesting as I once did. I think it's got a lot to do with the fake stuff that's been going on. It was the same with trolling for me when I was trolling Call of Duty. Because that was authentic stuff and I enjoyed doing that, just like the whole process of it. But then people like Lieutenant Lick Me, I don't know if you've ever heard of him, started faking his trolling videos, you know, for views and money, etc., you know, what they all do. And I kind of lost interest after that, because you can set up pretty much any scenario that you want to set up, and there was literally evidence of him asking for actors on Reddit to be part of these skits, almost these fake trolling videos. When people do that, I completely lose interest, because the only way you can compete with those people is to literally fake it yourself. If you can't beat them, join them, and I hate that fucking saying.
Elements guide me.
Yeah, that's one of my all-time least favourite sayings. If you can't beat him, join him. It's so defeatist. Yeah, Minnesota Burns, yeah, he was one of them. Since you like Mads Mikkelsen and American Gods, have you watched Hannibal? I have watched it. I think I watched the first 3 seasons, or maybe 2. And he's great in it, obviously. And some of the parts are just brilliant. But most of the time it just feels like filler content, if that makes sense. So I wouldn't rank it, I wouldn't rate it. But it's worth a watch. It's certainly worth a watch. They rely too heavily on like shock tactics, and it's off-putting. Let's finish this. Can you give me some movie recommendations? Honestly, not a lot of good movies around at the moment. I think TV series are where they're at. They seem to be doing a much better job than Hollywood and movies. So anything by HBO is fantastic normally, except that vampire shit, True Blood, which is just appalling. But I mean, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia never fails to make me laugh. Can't recommend that more more. Arrested Development. The first 3 seasons, anyway. The 4th was pure garbage. And also, what was the other one? Curb Your Enthusiasm. So watch that as well, and that's fantastic. Let's finish this. I'm not really concentrating, to be honest. How long are you going to be streaming today? As long as I can be bothered to be honest. Stranger Things Season 2, yeah. I'm not sure when it's out, I think it's next month. Oh yeah, that'll be good, hopefully. Arrested Development Season 3 was great. It's the 4th season that was just fucking shit. Because obviously Netflix took it over, and they just did a poor job of it. They couldn't even... I think because of their budget, they couldn't even get all the actors together at once, because that would have cost them more. So what they had to do was film like one actor separately. And it just ruined the show for me. Colossal, is the email on your YouTube channel okay for me to email you on? Yeah, go for it. Black Mirror, yeah, of course, I've seen it. The recent season they've done was fantastic. I don't know why people said it was so shit. I thought it was the best season yet. The pedophile episode was like, fuck me, that was just like intense. But it was good. It had that actor from Game of Thrones in it. Yeah, definitely watch that series. Diamond and Pearls, I literally just gave you some recommendations. Okay, they weren't movies. They weren't movies. The pedophile episode was pretty relatable. Yeah, exposed. What are you doing for the Black Lives Matter movement? I'm not talking about it. That's what I'm doing for it. I definitely did not see that ending coming at all. Totally missed it. What am I going to do? Right. Yeah, I don't recommend watching Black Mirror if you suffer from like severe chronic depression or something like that. Because yeah, it's gonna affect you. Though people whinge about the shortage of content on your channel, at least your content isn't spammed out crap on these days. Yeah. The thing is, I'm yet to find the line between that quality and quantity thing. But like I said, you know, I just wait for the right time, the right topic to talk about. And if I'm not into the topic, you know, it reflects in the video. So there's no point doing something just for the purpose of creating a video. But it's certainly not laziness, despite the meme. Yeah, okay, I'm a little bit lazy sometimes, but I think everyone is. But it's certainly not due to that. Turn down the game volume a bit, alright? Speaking of curb your enthusiasm, someone is watching it next door. Yeah, I'm not losing, Chili Taco. I'm not losing. I probably should have waited for next turn, but it's fine. It's alright. I haven't cancelled it. But and there's enough material there to make a part 2. I'm just waiting for the right moment. He's eventually gonna fuck up again. He's Fousey too, you know it. He already has very recently. Excuse me. He already has very recently because He did that whole homeless stunt, you know, for views and attention, big surprise, and recently bought a sports car. Isn't that amazing? So yeah, of course, you know, there's plenty of stuff there, and some stuff that nobody knows about yet, particularly regarding his the GoFundMe. I believe it was a GoFundMe he set up for that kid with cancer who unfortunately died. It's kind of a sensitive topic to even talk about that, but we don't really know what's gone on with that GoFundMe yet, and has that money been allocated? He hasn't made a video about it, and you think FouseyTube, of all people, would have made that video had he actually given that money, like boasting about it type thing. Haven't seen a video yet, haven't seen him mention it on Twitter. Has he given the money? It's been over 2 years. So, I don't know. Like I said, there's plenty of stuff. There's definitely plenty of stuff.
Don't blink.
So, who knows, in the future, part 2 might come. But, if it doesn't, it doesn't, type thing. How about getting our favourite freak of nature on stream? So you're either talking about Piplad or Keem. Which is it? Why did you move from England to South Africa? I didn't. Just to point out, Bali, Indonesia is not in South Africa. It's in Bali, Indonesia. Oh yeah, shit. I always forget to end my turn.
The circle of life is over.
You've lost pretty much, Oliver, like it's done. I don't think I've lost, Chili. I don't think I've lost. Can you say Ghosty is a cunt before I gotta go? There you go, I just said it. Bali is essentially another state of Australia. I think that's said by someone who's never been to Bali, or Australia, for that matter. Serious question, do you believe in no FAP, Colossal? What are your thoughts on that? If you're talking about the act itself, I don't. But if you're talking about the word, then yes, I do. Because I think, I despise certain words, and that is one of them.
The choice is mine alone.
It's just an annoying word.
Get them, boys.
Well, I have probably lost, to be honest. Never mind.
Elements, obey me.
It was $50. Anything on YouTube you recommend we should watch? Colossal is crazy. He's pretty good. You hate the word moist. That's right. Will you play against people online because I want to play MKX or Injustice against you? Yeah, I might play those games again. I had them for PS4 though, not for PC, so I have to buy them twice, which I don't really like doing. Let me rephrase it. No FAP. As in when you undergo the no FAP process, you benefit so much from it. Yeah, you don't. This is an urban myth. This is an urban myth. You do not benefit from it in any way. It does not expand your mind.
The choice is mine alone.
I think when you hold anything in, it's bad for you. Yeah, I think I'm fucked.
Beetleberries, my favorite.
Not even legend. Alright, give me a chance. Jesus. You have to be pretty good at this game to get that rank. There's this YouTube channel called Colossal is Crazy. It uploads annually, but it has good content. Yeah, thank you. It's not annually. It's like once every 6 months. It's around a $5. I might get it. I might get it. I wonder if it'll work on my laptop. I think it will. Tell that to your prostate when you get cancer. Yeah. If anything's going to give me cancer, it's these cigarettes. And maybe your message. And maybe the word FAP. But it's not fapping. Can we play The Last of Us online for the PS4? Unfortunately, I got rid of my PS4. So I'd either have to buy another one, and honestly, I'd rather buy the Switch if I want to buy another console.
Try one.
Staggering. I'm not giving up. I've lost, but I'm still not giving up. Yeah, I'm actually smoking those right now. The ones with clothes in. Yeah, I actually prefer them, to be honest.
I'm almost out of cards.
It's not good to hold anything back. I think they're wise words. We all know about the "can God create a stone he can lift" thing, but can God create something more fucked than Pippa? I imagine it would be the offspring of Pippa. If he does have a mate, which I think is unlikely. Eventually, people like Pippa will somehow evolve to be able to mate with themselves. That's the only way that people like Pippa can survive. Yeah, I've so lost
The
this.
menagerie is for guests only.
Concede.
Take cold comfort in your victory.
Colossal, I have a question that will stump you. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? And please explain your reasoning. Well, technically, chickens evolved from dinosaurs, I believe. I've heard the rumor that they evolved from Tyrannosaurus Rex at some point in time. So the answer would be, effectively, that if it was a Tyrannosaurus Rex evolved to a chicken, then the chicken came first. But Tyrannosaurus Rex laid eggs. So, therefore, the egg came first. Does that answer your question? The first chicken, which had evolved from something else, must have come from the egg first. Yeah. Makes sense to me. There you go. Solved another great mystery by Dr. Lucy. Dr. Loser. Lucy. Dr. Lucy. Honestly, watching your stream might be the saddest thing I've done in a while. I think it was waking up Chili, to be honest. Like Chili Taco makes a better stream. He puts a picture of a monkey on his stream and that's literally it. He doesn't even speak to anyone. He just plays PUBG and makes monkey noises every 2 seconds. Like, how the fuck is that good? Hey, I'm new to your stream. YouTube has a non-stop cycle of drama. What did you think is next from? Well, welcome to the stream. Your message makes no sense. It's basically stone language, completely illiterate. But to answer your question, the answer is no. I don't know. But welcome to the stream.
Thrall versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
For Doomhammer.
I played PUBG the other day. I don't really like the game. It's kind of just running around in random houses, picking stuff up, and then you die. It's a metaphor for life, but it's still shit. Why would I want to play life? Some Indonesian people banging on the walls. Well, there's very little I can do about that. Let them bang. Oh right, yeah, I've got to select cards. Thanks, but what is next from Jake Paul? Hopefully death?
Job's done.
Have you met the smoking toddler? No. I'd be surprised if he's still alive, but I have heard of him. It's weird here. There are kids smoking and there are kids riding motorbikes. I saw a 7-year-old on a motorbike on the dual carriageway the other day. He was actually riding it pretty well. Oh, job's done, yeah. I didn't like Thailand as much as Bali, but I might be going there next month again, but hopefully to a better place. What are your thoughts on grown-ups 21, late 20s playing Yu-Gi-Oh still? There are those people at the university I go to. It doesn't sound too bad. I mean, if they enjoy it, they enjoy it. It's better than most things, to be frank. Phuket is quite expensive. It's pretty expensive. And there have been no donations this stream, so I don't think it's warranted. CF burning letters, why are you copy-pasting what you already said when I already answered it? Colossal, here is a curveball question. Do you lift? Do you go to the gym? Well, I was when I was in the UK, not while I'm here. Though, if I do go back to Thailand, there I will rent a place with a gym, because I kind of miss it. Clown, what is your opinion on geese? They're like chickens, but more shit. That's my opinion. Opinion on H3H3 winning the lawsuit? Good for him. Good for him. I fail to see how this will impact YouTube as much as people think it will. It will impact it a bit, but I think it's been overhyped slightly. I don't work in a toy store. I work in import-export. So I import the toys from China and stuff, bring them back to the UK, and I try and get kids to buy them. That's the idea anyway. What did you get in your A-levels? I didn't do A-levels. I did baccalaureate. Clown, what celebrity do you hate the most? Like, what celebrity gets under your nerves the most? It depends what you classify as a celebrity. Is a YouTuber a celebrity? That question has never been answered. Because some YouTubers are actually more popular than several movie stars and TV stars and what have you. So, what is a celebrity? Can't wait for all the mental energy H3 have been expending on worrying over the court case to be put back into making great content. Yeah, that's good. YouTube isn't going to change, only going to get worse. H3 Productions lawsuit didn't do shit except give him rights to re-upload that video. I think it did it. I think that's a bit unfair. I think it did a bit more than that. But you're right, it didn't do as much as most people think it has done. So, we will see, but like you said, I agree. I think YouTube is only going to get worse. Why the fuck do you think I started streaming? Colossal, it is such a common thing here to see kids as young as 7 riding a motorbike. Well, it shocked me. I've never seen that before. PewDiePie is the only celebrity? I kind of disagree with that. Let's take Stephen Merchant, for instance. He's pretty famous. You know, he did The Office and he did Extras and he was a director on that. Not as famous as Ricky Gervais, but people know who he is. If you know British comedy, you know who Stephen Merchant is. Well, I've got more followers than him on Twitter, so equate that. I mean, I know Twitter isn't everything, but you have to look at numbers sometimes. So I think the term celebrity should be applied to YouTubers more. Not that I consider myself a celebrity by any means, but I think people are undervaluing the term.
There is little time. Elements guide me. Elements guide me.
Or I could just be an idiot. If you could decide, what would anything for views next ass tattoo be? Colossal is crazy, obviously. If he had a clown on his ass? Constant reminder that I'm there, watching him do everything. Literally getting under his skin. Yeah, I get off on that. Maybe you should play casual instead of ranked. It's probably better to do when streaming. I actually don't care about what rank I have on Hearthstone. But yes, I probably would play better if I wasn't concentrating on other things. Will Boogie2988 have to lower the numbers following his name when he starts to lose weight? Well, yeah, I made a tweet like ages ago saying, is Boogie2988 name because that's what his weight is in pounds? Could be. Boogie. I hear he's losing the weight now, or he got some kind of metal plate in him, some kind of creature into his stomach, which I guess eats all the food for him, so he doesn't absorb it into his metabolism. That's what I heard happened. I don't really know how it works. They stick like something metal in you, a living creature, like a variation of Piplad, but smaller. And he exists in your lower intestine, and he just consumes all the calories. Clan, will you play Artifact? I haven't heard of it until you've just mentioned it, but possibly. I tried the Witcher Gwent game the other day. It's kind of complicated. There's a very steep learning curve to it.
You like my invention?
Yeah, you don't even need the surgery, just swallow a tapeworm. Laura donated $3.95. Use this to buy a wooden bottle opener that's in the... I missed that. I will read it out properly in a sec. This opponent probably fucking hates me with how long I'm taking. But unlucky. Still no evolve card. It's just no good. Right, let me read this out properly, Laura. Dashboard. Use this to buy a wooden bottle opener that's in the shape of a cock, and use the change to buy a classic Bintang tank top. That's the beer, the local beer they have here for anyone that doesn't know. Bintang. You can literally buy both of these at any shop or peasant market in Bali. Thank you for the donation. Peasant market.
The end is coming!
Time runs out on me.
No bullshit, definite truth here. Why is SpongeBob... Dog. No bullshit, definite truth here. Why is SpongeBob the best anime ever? think that's more of a cartoon. How did you meet Piplag, Colossal? Was it in the tropical woods or the wild, wild west? But honestly, how did you two meet? I actually can't remember. I genuinely can't remember. But it was some swamp somewhere. I might be able to win.
You die now.
Unless he's got that little frozen barrier thing. That's really annoying.
There is little time.
Yeah, he's got it. He's fucking got it. What a dick. How did you meet Dolan Dark? I think through the montage parody community. That's how I know most people, really. I didn't make montage parodies myself, except one called Annie MLG, which I made as a joke, which I unfortunately deleted, but I wish was still up. But that's how I know most people, through that community. Oliver, do you think Baited will ever be back at its best again? I think the stream froze. I've got to plug it in. I think it could be. But between you and me, well, I guess it's not between you and me, but I feel like Keemstar is like, since his recent popularity surge, I feel like he's very apprehensive about what other people will say to him, and obviously given my track history, I'd imagine he's worried I might say something nasty. But who knows? Thoughts on Brad Does Banter? Do you still dislike him? Well, obviously I don't like him, but I don't hate the guy. I hate very few people.
I wonder.
What do you think of the new Drama Alert? Is it new? I feel like it's the same show.
There is little time.
Nothing changed. Oh right, shit, yeah, I forgot to end the turn.
I hope you like my invention.
Play us your rap track again. I'll publicize it later. Alright, I'll probably publicize it tomorrow so you can listen to it all you fucking want. Though why you'd want to, I don't really know. When will you release your full diss track on Dolan Dark? I did. It is full. I didn't do any more to it. That was it. I think you donate by subscribing. No. Not yet. Not until I get like Twitch partnership and shit, which might happen at some point in the future. Will you ever open some kind of PO box thingy? No, I don't think so. Unless I was doing unboxing videos, I don't really see the point. No sub button here yet. Yeah, there's no sub button yet. Maybe in a few weeks' time. Who knows? I don't really blame Keemstar for it.
I won!
You know, your channel's doing really well. Better than it ever has done in its history. You don't want to do anything to jeopardize that. Why would you want to do something to jeopardize that? But there is a difference between, that kind of rational thinking and just pure paranoia. Keem has survived an awful lot worse than Colossal is crazy calling him a rat. So... But yeah, I guess he's a little bit paranoid about it. That's my theory anyway, I don't know that for a fact.
Someday I'll be just like you. Someday I'll be just like you.
Can you take the follow noise off? Yeah, I'm just not sure how to do that. But I'll have it done for next stream.
Someday
I don't think I'll be doing any ASMR videos anytime soon. No, it doesn't really appeal to me.
You require my
How the fuck is this guy not dead yet? Oh, so annoying. And now he's gonna use fucking fireballs and kill me. It's just ridiculous. Look at this shit. Look at this. This is like a cheat. This is a fucking cheat. Are you seeing this? That is ridiculous. Because of that one card. No, that's just absurd. That is literally ridiculous. Yeah, fuck you. I'm glad I took so long taking my turn. That's a piece of shit. What a piece of shit. I got a donation. Okay, I'll read that out now. Ah, okay. Fox Goodman donated $2. Hopefully you read your emails today. It's going to be a long read. If you think the chicken/egg question was tough, then I'm looking forward to see what else you have to say. Well, why don't you just put it in the chat now? We got nothing else better to fucking do. I'm playing Hearthstone. Alright? Oh, Jazz Wales donated $20. Go to El Nido in the Philippines. You will love it. There are no chicks with dicks. Well, I haven't seen any chicks with dicks here in Bali. As far as I know. You kind of have to strip them to the waist to find out these days. But, as far as I know, haven't seen any. Haven't seen any that even resemble some. There was a very butch man, butch woman, but I think it was just literally that, a butch woman. I've answered the question, thank you Gaming Italia. What do you think about Jake Paul drama? Honestly, I find it very boring, except for the very recent events that have just occurred with this bitch going on Fox News. So yeah, it has piqued my interest a little bit, but I found 90% of all the previous things that have happened surrounding and in circulating this guy, Jake Paul, to be kind of boring. I like to think I know the difference between a woman and a man, but Leafy and I had this conversation a long time ago, because I think he's gay. I genuinely think Leafy here is fucking gay, because he wants to fuck these women with dicks, like not even like the dick is removed, and they don't even have to have the breast surgery yet. They just have to have a very female face, but with a dick, and that's what he wants to fuck. So I think that's gay. I'm calling it. Like, that is kind of gay. So Leafy is here is queer. Leafy is queer. Jess's Catchin donated $20. What 4 adjectives would you use to describe yourself? By the way, I kind of miss the cockerel. I miss it too. But I'll probably stream tomorrow morning just so you can hear the cockerel. Thank you for the $20. Thanks, very much appreciated. Do you enjoy doing the baited podcasts with Keem? They seem to mostly be you trying to be level-headed, while Keem rants screams over the top of anything said. I kind of like alter what I try and emulate on baited podcast. I'm either trying to troll Keem, trying to calm Keem down, or trying to react to Keem like really calmly, because I know that that annoys him more. So ultimately, my entire purpose and function on the baited podcast is to troll Keem. Don't tell him that, because otherwise he'll find a way to defend against it. But yeah, I'm literally just there to troll Keem, and everything I say is like working up to that point where I can get a decent troll in against him. So everything I say there, pretty much. If Keem still is a gnome, then what the fuck is scarce apart from boring? I don't know. He doesn't really resemble a creature. I mean, you could call him a pig, but it's like, it's kind of cheap. It's kind of cheap. Nafuckers is already a pig for me, so... You have to find an animal to associate with scarce. A sloth? No, I think that's me, to be honest. How bland do you find YouTube right now? In terms of the drama, yeah, pretty bland. Like, I'm not into it. And I was thinking about it the other day. Is the drama that different to what it was last year? This was going through my mind. And is it? Well, I think it is, but I could be wrong. Like, maybe I'm just sick of it. I'm yet to, like, truly decide. Scarce as a midge. He's like 6'4" or something, isn't he? He's gargantuan. When's the next baited? Ask Keem. Always ask Keemstar. Because he sets the time for everything. I have no say in the matter. Until last beta podcast, I didn't even know I was back on the show. I found out during the recording of the beta podcast. I thought I was just coming on as a guest. But apparently I'm back on the show now. Now, midge is in the stupid fly things that come out in summer. So just annoying, basically. I personally think iDubbbz has gone down the drain. His content gets worse and worse. I disagree with that. His recent videos have been, hunting. What is he hunting? Pigeons? Squirrels. He's hunting squirrels. That's what he wants to do. And okay, it's not the content that you expected before, like the content cop stuff. But he's always done like the unboxing thing, and he's still doing that. I mean, that kind of built his channel in a way. That unboxing, that Kickstarter crap, still doing those 2 series as far as I know. The only series which he hasn't done in a while is Content Cop, which I'm sure he's in the same boat as me. We're just waiting for the right topic to talk about. Because I can't speak for iDubbbz on this, though we did speak about this sort of topic very, very briefly. But I can't speak for him. But I think that he believes the same as I believe, that this Jake Paul story is just not as interesting as other stories that have come up in the past. And that's why we don't really want to cover it. There's also the added bonus that, people have covered this topic so much already. Like, there have been so many videos made by the commentary community and the drama community in general, that it feels very, very oversaturated. And no wonder people are beginning to say, I'm not interested in this, I find this boring now, it's been people have talked about it too much. Because there's so much content out there about it. How many times do you need to hear the same thing? It's not even said a different way anymore. Because guess what? Most of these commentators, they don't really have the talent to say it in a different way, if that makes sense. Some of them are very good, but a lot of them they can't think of anything, of an original way to approach it. So you're looking for somebody who has created a lot of drama over a long period of time. No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. I'm not even looking, actually. I'm waiting for a topic to come to me that sparks my interest, and that I will enjoy talking about, that I will enjoy making fun of, and that I will enjoy producing into some kind of, into some decent material, and finding a way to edit that creatively. I could probably do it with the Jake Paul stuff, in all fairness. But like I said, the oversaturation thing. The Lion Maker topic was perfect for me, because that was an interesting topic to me. I could explore it humorously, and that was just a great topic. And okay, I didn't like working on the FouseyTube video that I did, but again, like, there was a lot of stuff that I was very interested in and wanted to talk about. Now, if someone's done something that if someone does something that someone has already done before, for instance, this Jake Paul stuff where he used a kid with cancer, to reduce hatred against him. Well, I mean, that is something I would normally be interested in, but for the fact that FouseyTube had already done it. He'd already done that, and I'd already covered it. So that's why it doesn't really pique my interest as much. It still does a bit. What are your thoughts on Wild Spartans, I'm Alex, and Nafuckers as commentators? Well, Nafuckers I think is very underrated. But you just have to get Nafuckers. I personally just like his stuff. I actually watch almost every video he makes. I'm Alex. He has made some good videos. They've been alright. But this guy kind of, he always says, like, I'm going to try and work on improving my content. Like, I'm going to improve it. I'm going to really try hard for the next video, and then he just goes back into his old tricks. I don't even know if you classify them as commentaries anymore. But when you produce content that frequently, it's fair enough that the content is not going to be as quality as someone who spends months and months or weeks and weeks on a video. That's fair enough. But if you say, I'm going to work hard to produce my content, and then the next day you've got a video out, chances are you haven't really held up your end. But, I mean, I retweeted a video that I'm Alex did in the past, because I thought it was alright. You know, it was alright. And I'd like to say that he's very erratic in his video. By that I mean that sometimes he uploads a good one, sometimes he uploads a bad one, and you can never predict what's going to happen. But recently I feel like his videos are just kind of, they haven't done it for me. They haven't done it for me. Yeah, Elvis the Alien, I mean, I've always enjoyed his stuff. And I'm actually in his next video. He's doing like a, this is why I hate Game of Thrones, or something like that. Or this is the people ruin Game of Thrones, or something like that. And I do some fan fiction, read out a fan fiction for him. So yeah, I'm in his next video. But yeah, Elvis I promoted from my channel back in the day, long time ago. Great Andre, do you think he's going to come back? There's another stick-figured man on the YouTube, shaking my head. The thing is, I actually don't know with Grade. I speak to him, and he seems like he wants to come back. The next time I speak to him, he doesn't. He seemed really keen the last time I spoke to him, that he wanted to come back and do Twitch and streaming. He was really looking forward to it. But nothing has really matriculated from that. So I honestly can't say. But I feel like he's very, not out of touch, what's the right word? He's just lost interest. There is a word for it, but he's lost interest. He's demotivated, so that's it. Demotivated with YouTube and how it's going. You know, when you get a lot of hate and you got a lot of dislikes on your videos and such, the views start dropping. No matter how strong you're constructed, no matter how well you're built and how well you're able to deal with that kind of hatred, it gets to you eventually. It just takes enough of it. And my personal opinion, I don't know this for a fact, I think it got to him. And he's lost interest and is incredibly demotivated by that. Do you think the general writing of Game of Thrones has declined somewhat? I actually don't. I would have said that last season, but not this season. I think the writing has been brilliant this season. It's been, the last two seasons have been interesting for me because in all the other ones, I've read the books before I watched the show. But for these last two series, they're kind of, well, there's still elements of what's happened in the books. But for the most part, they're creating new material. And that's piqued my interest more. It makes me want to watch it more. Because I don't know what's going to happen. Last season was very disappointing for me. But this season has been impressive. But at the same time, last season I wasn't looking forward to it, and this season I was. So I really don't know, and I really can't say. Would you lend your voice to one of Lord Bung's videos? Already have. I'm in his next video as well. I actually asked him. It's the first time I've ever done it. because most people come to me and they ask, oh, can you do some voice work for me? Can you collaborate on this with me? And I'm like, most of the time, yeah, sure, if I've got the time to do it. It normally takes me a long time to do it, and I normally send it to them late, but I do it in the end. But this is the first time with Lord Bung that I've actually gone to him and I've gone, can I please be in your next video? Not because the video gets a lot of views. I mean, it only gets like 10,000 or something like that. His last video was 20,000, something like that, 20,000 views. Because I thought the series was so genius. I thought it was brilliant. And I don't think anyone else is doing anything similar to that at the moment. So I really wanted to be on board for that. So I sent him a message and I recorded something for him. Would you ever look at doing a video on politics, or is that a big no-no? Well, it's not a big no-no. It's just that I don't really know very much about politics. And there's an old saying: if you're a creative writer, or even a creator in general, talk about or write about what you know. So I probably wouldn't get involved in a political video. One, because I'm not really that interested, and two, because I know fuck all about it. Is Catch 33 alive? It's alive. It's been dying periodically for the last few months, losing many subscribers every time we upload. I don't know, very tricky with Catch 33. I feel like we never really got a chance. And maybe that's unfair to say. But I feel like when Baited ended, a lot of people were very disappointed. And so, even subconsciously, but mostly consciously, they wanted that podcast to fail. And I think that's affected the growth of Catch 33. More than anything, really, because it's not like we weren't doing anything for the podcast. Okay, we weren't doing what we were normally doing and doing an animated episode, and not an actual podcast. We were doing a live stream, which a lot of people didn't like, but honestly, those live streams are a lot better than most live streams you'd watch on Twitch or YouTube. Honestly, I think they're better than this fucking stream, for one. You're getting an actual conversation there. You're communicating with the fans, the subscribers. People are calling in, they're asking their own questions. It's all a big joke, it's all a big laugh. I don't know why those live streams are unsuccessful. Because honestly, I enjoy them. I enjoy doing them, and I listen back to them afterwards to learn why people don't like them, and they're enjoyable to listen to. Obviously there's bias there, or you'd think there'd be bias, but normally I'm the most overly critical person of myself. So I don't really understand it. And the only conclusion that I've come to is, I think people just genuinely want that podcast to fail. Because it's not baited. And that's very unfair to say, I know, because I'm kind of pushing the blame onto the people that watch it, onto other people. And excusing my fault and excusing the other members of Catch 33's faults. And you know, we did mess up a few times because of our time zones. But I feel that's lesser than, you know, people just wanting it to fail. Colossal, what is a movie that you would recommend to someone that is life-changing? A movie that your all-time favorite? That's life-changing. I don't know if a fucking movie changed my life. But my favorite movie of all time is Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls. So you got to watch that. If I was to be a Game of Thrones character, well, are you basing it on looks? Are you basing it on personality? Or are you basing it on what character I would like to be? I'm not going to stop smoking, no. I should probably play another game, shit. I get caught up in hearing the sound of my own voice. My favourite video game, you've never heard of it, but it's something called Kingdom of Magic. It was developed by SCI in 1992, 1994, I can't remember. It's a point-and-click adventure game, which is kind of like a satirical comedy based on Lord of the Rings. I played it when I was a kid, and it's just, you know, it's just a nostalgic favourite. I might play it on the stream, actually, at some point. Do you think modern video games are bland in comparison to older games? I think most people are producing shit just for monetary purposes. But there are still some great games that are coming out. And there were less games coming out back then, so if you equate the two together, I'd say it's very, very similar. Like the two are kind of in parallel. There's just a lot more shit these days. But there's no less good stuff.
Job's done.
What made you go from the trolling videos you used to do to the new style you do now? I think I answered this earlier. People started faking their trolls, so you couldn't really compete with that. Like, they just set their own stage, their own scenarios, hire actors to be a part of it, and you can't really compete with that. The only way you can do it is to join them, and I feel like that's a very shit mentality to have. It was that, and also the latest Call of Duty game at the time, and I believe still now, nobody fucking spoke. They all used, like, their own little servers to speak in, so you couldn't even troll anyone. You had to wait like 4 hours to find a game with someone that actually spoke. And there was a lot more to it than a lot of people thought. You just didn't find the first game you entered, and there were just people there to troll. It didn't work that way. It was kind of tricky. So no wonder people started faking it. Yeah, Lieutenant Legme was the absolute worst of them. Still going, by the way. That fucking guy. He was busted. I mean, he was caught. Asking for actors on fucking Reddit. Nobody gave a shit. Either people refused to believe it when the evidence was even when the evidence was presented in front of them, or they just didn't care. Didn't care the fact it was fake. You can't win when that happens. Let's finish this. Killer Carrot was the best control. Never heard of him. I think my favourite was... what was his name? No, I can't remember. But he did a Nigerian warlord voice. And that pedophile from Family Guy, he did that voice as well. He was very, very good. Genuinely good trolling. I always found the best trolls were the ones, not where you just, obviously you annoy them, but not the ones where you desperately tried to, like, make the person feel like complete shit and just walk away from that, like, insecure and depressed and stuff. But I feel like the best ones were where, by the end of it, they were laughing with you. Those were always the best trolls for me. Alright, I'm gonna risk it. Fuck, marry, kill. Pip, Keem, the amazing atheist. Well, I'd marry Keemstar for the money. The other ones are pretty tricky.
What to
Fuck Pip Lad, because, you know, gotta give the guy a break. He's gotta lose his virginity somehow. And kill the amazing atheist. Not that I've got anything against the amazing atheist. But Pip Lad will die anyway, so you don't need to kill him. He's gonna get hit by traffic one day. Soon, anyway, so should be alright.
I wonder.
Virtually Vain. That was the guy. I think he's even in my Discord chat, but I've never been on when he's on, if that is him. But yeah, he was my favourite.
I'm scary.
I am the frozen heart of the Scourge. Must be chosen.
Did I end the turn? No. Cover your eyes, this chat is getting cancerous. It doesn't seem too bad. Doesn't seem too bad. No one's posting my name is fucking Jeff. Until now someone does. I'm gonna ban the first person who does. Can you tell us an interesting... Fox Goodman, you're dead. I'm not going to ban you. I'll give you a timeout if I can figure out how to do it. Not mod user. No, don't want to do that. Look at his fucking profile picture. He's got a gollywog as his profile picture. Timeout user. There we go. Enjoy. Oh shit, I've got to play. Right. I don't know why I did that. Think. No point. No point. That's alright.
Nothing scares me. Except mice.
Could you tell us a boarding school story, please? Well, I can't really think of one at the top of my head. There are so many, honestly. And turn. Are you actually playing in a lumberyard? Well, the lumberyard is next door, but it's not operational at the moment.
Excuse me, you are on.
It is in the morning. And I might be streaming tomorrow morning, so... You will hear it in its full glory. My mic is always bad quality, because I'm sat outside, just speaking into the laptop mic. Do you have a favourite small YouTuber that has less than 5 subs? I'm sure I do, but one doesn't really spring to mind. There are a few that are pretty good.
Golems are a girl's best friend.
You should watch some Killer Carrot, Grandad. Oh, he gave up. Pussy. I will archive them in the future. As these are test streams, I probably won't be archiving them for now. But yeah, I mean, people don't really seem to mind the poor mic quality. Everything I do on Colossal is lazy, is with this mic, and nobody really cares. And I can sit outside while I'm playing, so it's better for me. What is your net worth? Not a lot. Not a fucking lot. It's just the laptop mic. What up, Trip and Jimmy? The Random Shark? Yeah, that's a good YouTuber. I've missed out on his most recent videos, but the ones I've seen have been good. Promising. I sell children's toys, that's my job. Not in a toy store, but I import them from China and then sell them around here in the UK. Oh, low battery again is going to lag. I don't know why my laptop does this. Whenever the battery goes low, the stream starts lagging. There's a setting I need to change, but I don't know what the setting is. What do you use to make videos? What software? How do you do it? XD. Well, even though you said XD, I'm going to answer your question. I use mostly the two editing tools, which are Adobe Premiere Elements, which is about 50 quid, if you want to buy it legally, and After Effects, which is a little bit more expensive, though if you do it on a monthly subscription, it's very fair. So I use those two tools, Elements for most of it, and then After Effects for the tricky bits that you can't do in Elements. And I was using a very, very good mic for my last video, but for some reason a lot of people said there was a lot of bass, so I'm now back to the old mic, which is like a Blue Yeti no scope 360. It's the Blue Yeti Pro, if that didn't make sense. What else? I mean, that's it really. That's all it takes. How long did I work on the Foostube video? I think about a couple hundred hours, something like that. Premiere is the best, honestly. Like, just stick with that, with those programs. You can't go wrong. Everyone swears by Sony Vegas. I don't think it's all it's measured up to be. Truth is, you can actually do more on Vegas than you can on Elements, but Elements is cheaper and, in my opinion, a lot easier to use. I literally learned everything you need to do on Elements in one day. So if I can do it, anyone can do it, because I'm shit with like technology and stuff. Yeah, Vegas is way overrated, I think. Clown, when are we going to play Minecraft together? Well, I'll tell you what, give me 500 quid, I will play Minecraft with you. I think that's fair. Yeah, no, trust me, I'm shit with technology. It's taken me 3 streams just to get the Twitch working right, and I'm still fucking it up. Have you ever ran into any of the people you went to school with? Once. One person. And we just went for a coffee, and that was it. Never heard from him again. And then he went on a dating show and made a complete prick of himself. Ginger bastard. He went, what was the dating show called? I don't know, it was shit anyway. And it was just embarrassing. Like, if he had done that when we were still at school together, he would have been bullied into oblivion. What an idiot. And the girl that picked him, at the end of it, at the end of this dating show, was like a monster. She was like a sea creature that couldn't swim. That's how bad it was. Take me out, that was it. You might be able to find him. I'm not going to tell you his name, but he's a ginger bloke. Posh bloke. I did actually used to bully him a little bit, though he was my friend. Even though he was like twice my size. He's like 6'6", something like that. Because he was an idiot. He was completely brain dead. He had not one workable brain cell. Complete moron. Good at riding horses, and that was about it. I better go inside before the stream dies because of the battery. How long have we been streaming for? We've been going a good long while. Played only 4 games, but still. I didn't bully him too bad. Have you seen the documentary on you by Luex? No, I haven't. Is it good? One sec. Alright. That's better. Have you seen the documentary of you by Detective Deckard? I have. It's good. Was the documentary by Luex like a joke, satirical? Or was it like Colossal is crazy sucks? Yeah, I've put a temporary unfollow ban on Piplad because he called me a pedophile and he needs to learn his lesson.
Doomhammer.
Haha, Colossus crazy pedophile. Yeah, I'm unfollowing you for 6 months. Well, it only started off as 1 month, and then he kept saying it. So then it got extended to 6 months. He thinks I won't follow through. This is Piplad's problem. He thinks I don't mean what I say, and then I'm just going to give in. But no. He's going to stay banned for a whole 6 months. Not banned, but like unfollowed. And it's going to kill him, slowly. It's already doing it, by the way. He's slowly dying inside. And it's like music to my ears every time I hear him cry about it. But there is no greater sound than Piplad tears. It's truly a wonderful thing. I think this will probably be the last one. Probably. Last test stream, I mean. Stardew Valley. No, I haven't played it. Is it good? It's like milking goats and shit, isn't it? Why did you start smoking? Peer pressure, like pretty much everyone else. What would you recommend for someone who has no idea how to edit and has never made a video before or used Photoshop to use? Again, go for Premiere Elements. Adobe Premiere Elements. It's very easy to use. Like I said, I picked it up in 1 day and I'm a bit of a technophobe. So, you could pretty much do anything that you want to do except like really tricky stuff that you might see in an Ancient Reality video or in a Vega video. But I think my first 8 videos were all made using Premiere Elements. And then I started doing some stuff with After Effects as well. Yeah, I think I follow the random shot, yeah. A bit of all round, really, not a call out as to say more of how you got your reputation so fast, etc. You have to watch it, it's really good. So how does he say I got my reputation so fast? I will watch it though. Unlucky. Oh, that's pretty lucky. Yeah, there shouldn't be any lag. I've got it plugged in now. For some reason, when it's not plugged in, there is a little bit of lag. I don't know why. Doesn't really make any sense. How long would Pip survive in a zombie apocalypse? I think he would be the last thing alive, since he is not really human. Pip's the one who's going to start the infection, so... 4, 1... Not me, I knew from a young age that this wasn't my time. I started smoking at 10, knowing that it would shorten my life. Now that I'm old enough to drink, I can speed up the process. I hope you do. Clown, why do you think PewDiePie and Jacksepticeye get passes on reacting videos, but everyone hated Jinx for it? That is a pretty good question. I don't even know if I can answer it. I guess it would be the manner of how you make the reaction videos. Reaction videos in themselves are not bad if your reactions are pretty good and entertaining. The problem with Jinx was he wasn't any of those things. End of turn, add a random demon to your hand. I don't want to kill that then. I will kill that. Oh, it's dead anyway, isn't it? Fuck it.
Job's done.
It'll do.
Well played.
Yeah, I mean, Jinx just fucking watched the video. Now, I haven't really seen Jacksepticeye's React to videos, but I imagine that he does a little bit more than just watch it. I'm guessing. Same for PewDiePie, I would imagine. Though I have seen some of those, so I know that to be true. Fuck, he already won? Holy shit. Do you think people would watch more YouTube videos if they were shorter, e.g. 1-4 seconds in length? People would watch them, but people won't make them because there's no ad revenue in that. The shorter your video, the less ad revenue you're going to make. And for 1 to 4 seconds, I imagine you'll make 1 penny every 100,000 views, or something like that. That's a complete guess. But people's attention span is pretty low, so it actually benefits you, your channel, to make shorter videos. Where's the cutoff point? You've got to kind of balance the two. Or, guess what? You could just make a video that's entertaining the whole way through, get all that audience retention, and you win either way. Best of both worlds. That is, if you make videos once every couple of weeks or so, not once every 6 months, like me. Have you ever played Enter the Gungeon? Yeah, I have played it, and I might do a stream of that. I still haven't progressed past the 2nd level yet, but we can try. Colossal, I'm thinking of making videos to shorter videos. It's entertaining, but would it be best for a small channel like myself? Well, what length are you talking about? How much money did you make off your FusiTube video? Well, if you count in the fact that he did pay me back for it, and that GoFundMe, I actually did very, very well from the video in the end. And obviously, everything that video makes now, as far as I know, since it's still monetized, is coming to me, not FusiTube anymore. Dead Cells, yeah, I love it. I might be streaming that as well. When I first started playing that, I thought it was genius. There's not enough bosses. The level design is weird, because normally with roguelike games, it's just level to level, left to right. Excuse me, obviously with random elements involved. But with this, they've every one level, there are 3 levels that they've cut because of the route you can take. So that is a bit shit. Excuse me. Oh my god! I think a fucking fly just went in my mouth. Oh god. Oh shit. I think I might be dying. Let's have another cigarette. Oh God. Streets of Road, I haven't heard of it. You think I'm joking about the cigarette? I'm not. Right, I should probably play another game. It's like I stopped breathing for a second there. I was technically dead for a second. No mods, lol. 200 viewers, lol. No mods. Try hard. There are mods. There are like 4 of them. They're around somewhere. Finally gonna make the killing dog video. I really want to, but it's like, it's kind of a tricky one.
Thrall versus Uther.
Yeah, I did just die.
Fight with honor for Doomhammer.
I'm 29. My lungs are aged 150. Let me just select some cards. Do you remember the old days of YouTube when people got into it for fun? Actually, most people got into it for attention. But yes, I do. I didn't watch anything back then, except the odd cat video. But yes, I do remember. Attention and dollars. Well, that's the case now. Is it better to do YouTube for attention or for money? It's the ultimate question. Or loneliness. Why don't you make a video going into the good and the shit of the commentary community? Because it doesn't really interest me. We've talked about it briefly on Catch 33. What is your all-time favorite YouTube video? Shit. I'm not sure. Nothing springs to mind, but it's a good question.
Job's done.
I think most people secretly hate themselves. I think a lot of people who do YouTube are kind of very insecure in themselves. That's why they do YouTube, or why they got into YouTube. Nothing like self-validation. I'm gonna head out, awesome stream Colossal, but I gotta work on another animatic video. I'll still send you an email saying how awesome your stream was. Take care, man. Okay? You wanna tell me how awesome the stream was twice? No problem. I hate myself, so I spew hatred on others in the comment section. Yeah. Smart. Are you still good friends with Keemstar? Well, I haven't spoken to him for a while, but yeah, reasonably so. Do you think Keemstar is insecure? No, I'm pretty sure he's the only person I know that's not insecure. That I'm 100% is not insecure. If anything, he's a little bit too secure. Because he's a complete narcissist. Oh, low battery again. Gonna lag a bit. You'll live.
Job's done.
How can you be a part of 2 different podcasts, but neither of them ever upload? Well, I have explained. It's kind of not my fault, and it kind of is. I think the problem with Catch 33 is the time zones at the moment, and that's why we haven't been getting out the content. The problem with Baited is, Keemstar is a little bit too busy with his own channel for Baited. And that's why neither of the channels are producing content at the moment. Sorry, that sounded very snarky. I think I've already lost this one. As well. What video transitions do you use in your videos? They're pretty good. Oh, there's several. There's quite a few. I couldn't name them off the top of my head. Several plugins, both free and paid for. Were you ever going to make a video about Keemstar being a video? No, because I found out that that was not true. But I certainly looked into it at the time. But yeah, a nonsense story. Oh, I'm dead already, fuck. What do you think of Reddit? I don't really use it. And actually, weirdly enough, Reddit, this website, is banned in Indonesia. So I couldn't even use it if I wanted to. Will you keep doing commentaries, videos, or other types of content as you go along? Yes, I will. Yes to both. Yes. Do you hate Keemstar? No, I just said I liked him. You can get on your nerves, but that's not a reason to not like someone. Will you ever make a 20-minute documentary on just how much of a mong Pippa is? I think it's kind of already been done. You don't need a documentary, or even a 5-second sentence, for people to understand how much of a mong Pippa really is. I'm going to go to sleep now. Thanks for the stream. Good evening, good night. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to play one more game of Hearthstone, and then I think I'll do what you do and turn in. Yes, I'm in Bali, Indonesia. Yeah, for some reason they've banned Reddit here. Just can't use it. I have no idea why. I'll go inside. So if there's a bit of lag, it's because of the battery, but there shouldn't be. Now. See you, clown. Enjoy that fucking cockerel going out tonight. It won't start until about 6 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. No, I would not attempt to smuggle drugs into Indonesia because they actually execute you for that. Whether you're a foreigner or not. Yeah, they fucking kill you for that shit. Didn't the CEO of Reddit rape and pillage one of the smaller Indonesian islands a few years back? Quite possibly. But I do not know anything about that. Good night. Can't you just put a gun to Keem's head and force him to upload baited? I'd need to buy a gun. I'm going to go walk with my dog. Thanks for the stream. Enjoy your dog. Why the fuck are you in Indonesia? Because I'm in Indonesia, and it's an interesting country. It's like a holiday. Why do people go anywhere? Be careful if you go to the Philippines. Their president goes around murking people. Is murking killing? I don't think he does that. Do you think about being a full-time YouTuber in future? I would, but there's kind of not a lot of money in it at the moment. Would you ever go to Thailand? Yes, I was there last month. And I might be going again next month. Haven't decided yet. To be honest, I prefer a Catch 33 to a baited upload. Really? You're one of the few.
Is someone injured?
Are you going full baby boomer and retiring in Indonesia to get the most out of the pound? Well, it would be sensible, but I think I need a little bit more money to retire. Though, it would be a smart plan if I had it. Apparently, he lost his mind and began what he called upvoting the local populace of the island and is reportedly in high spirits. Send it to Keemstar. Keemstar is cool, but he's milking the views out of Jake Paul right now. Who isn't? Well, I'm not. But I'm a special case, because I'm a very special man. How did your GCSE results go when you got them many years ago? I did pretty well. Not that it mattered for much, so I ended up fucking up the baccalaureate, which is the equivalent of A-levels, but more international. But yeah, I did pretty well in GCSEs. So if you did shit, it really doesn't count for much. I can tell you that. It really doesn't. Did you hear about that bombing in Bali 7 hours ago? No. Fuck. Do you think I would have heard of? It's only a small island.
I wonder.
Well, shit. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Hopefully that's a troll.
Job's done.
Will you tell Keem to unblock me, please? I miss his tweets. No, Captain Crush. Captain Kyrish. Kyrish. No. It's your own fault. Why did you call your podcast Catch 33? Because it was like a play on words between Catch 22 and there was that whole 33% thing, which is why Baited ended, or why we left Baited and did Catch 33, formed a new podcast. So that's why we called it Catch 33. Don't you think YouTube has become too much drama, reality in Hollywood lately? Kind of why I stopped watching cable TV. So much shit shows everywhere. Yeah, I couldn't agree with that more, to be honest. There's still some good stuff there, but yes, as you say, most of it is garbage at the moment. You're an official host of Baited nowadays, right? Yeah, as far as I know. Until Keemstar kicks me, then I am. Which he might do, let's face it.
Job's done.
But that's not going to stop me from, calling him out for shit. So, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing, really. Yeah, it's not 33 anymore because we added Vega. So it's now 25, 25, 25, 25. Which kind of ruined the name, but fuck it. Clown, tell Keemstar to stop bothering me. I blocked him for a reason, and he's begging. His begging is getting pathetic. I don't think that's the case, is it? I don't think that's true. I think it might be the other way around. But who am I to judge? Apparently there is a prison escapee loose at Bali right now too, mate. I hope you're making this up. Because this may be my last stream. Do I have the evolve yet? No, I do not. Alright, we're gonna risk it. We're gonna risk it. Why not?
done.
The prison escapee. Well, I mean, Bali is a very small place, so I could die tonight. Yeah, I don't believe that's dead on Dave. That's not dead on Dave. Actually, if I think about it, why the fuck would anyone change their name to Dead on Dave?
Let the pain speak to me.
If that is Dead on Dave, you're even more cringy than normal. Why are you talking about Piplad and me copulating? That's not normal, Dave. Oh, it worked. It worked. We're good.
Such a shame.
Kill that.
All fire one.
Kill that. Kill that. And then something. I don't know what. Alright, we'll do this. Pretty slick. Pretty slick. Have I ever been normal? Well, you are normal. You're just, your internet humour is a little undeveloped. But I love you, Dave. I imagine your occupation of Indonesia is similar to British colonial rule. In what way? 15 dead in Bali, that's like half the population. Yeah, pretty much. Oh god, I'm gonna die tonight. Would you rather nail your balls to the ground or jump from a tree with a noose around your neck? It's kind of dark. I'd rather not read that comment. Yes, I'm going to have another cigarette in a second. I think this is my last game for the evening.
Not too quickly.
So send me your money, because I might be dead tomorrow. It doesn't matter, actually don't send me anything because I'm going to have no way to spend it. Colossal is Clown. What do you think of Mayweather McGregor? I haven't really looked into it, but I will watch it. What am I afraid of? Snakes? I don't know. Not really afraid of anything. I don't like closed spaces. Like, I'm pretty claustrophobic.
Elements are silent.
Yeah, I don't like that. Can I win this? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18. I can win it. I can win it. I've got this. And then just in case I can do this.
Hey, lights out.
Pretty slick.
The light shall burn you.
Yeah, my card still hasn't turned up. No, it hasn't. I went to the post office today to ask, and another 3 days apparently. That's what they estimate. Well, it needs to be here in the next 6 days, because otherwise I can't even leave the fucking country. Clown, if you die tonight, what would you want on your tombstone? Fuck duck. I prefer chicken. Immortalize it. Or just no, actually. Just the word no. So yeah, I think we're going to call it a day on the stream. Hope you all enjoyed yourself. How did we do it? How long did we do? Like 2 hours? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Just playing Hearthstone and talking shit. So, in the future, I'm actually going to try and play some games rather than half-heartedly play them and mostly just read the chat. So, yeah, probably tomorrow I will be playing a game called King's Quest VII. It's a notoriously shit game. The animations are truly abysmal. And you can laugh at me while I play it. So, I'm sure you'll enjoy that. Thank you for watching the stream. Colossal is crazy. Twitch.tv/Colossal is crazy. I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you all for tuning in. Don't forget to send me lots of money. No, I'm joking, you don't have to. But thanks to everyone who donated tonight. I do appreciate it. And I'll see you tomorrow, probably. Have a good one if I can find a way to end the stream. Stop streaming.